What is refraction? Refraction is the bending of light or other waves as it passes from one transparent substance into another. What are some examples of refraction in everyday life? Examples include lenses, magnifying glasses, prisms, rainbows, and the focusing of light in our eyes. How does refraction affect our vision? Without refraction, we wouldn't be able to focus light onto our retina, essential for clear vision. What causes refraction? Refraction is caused by a change in speed when light travels at an angle into a substance with a different refractive index. How does the change of speed lead to a change in direction? When light enters a substance where it slows down, it changes direction. What determines the amount of bending in refraction? The amount of bending depends on the change in speed and the angle of the incident ray. What happens when light enters a substance with a higher refractive index? It slows down and bends towards the normal line. Give an example of light entering a substance with a higher refractive index. When light travels from air into glass, it slows down and bends towards the normal. What happens when light enters a substance with a lower refractive index? It speeds up and bends away from the normal line. Provide an example of light entering a substance with a lower refractive index. When light travels from water into air, it speeds up and bends away from the normal. How is the angle of refraction affected by the angle of incidence? A greater angle of incidence results in a more noticeable refraction. How are angles measured in refraction? Angles are measured from an imaginary line drawn at 90 degrees to the surface of the two substances, called the normal. What is the normal line? The normal line is an imaginary line drawn perpendicular to the surface of the substances where refraction occurs. How does the refractive index relate to the speed of light? A higher refractive index indicates that light will slow down more as it enters the substance. What is the refractive index of air? The refractive index of air is approximately 1. What is the refractive index of glass? The refractive index of glass is typically around 1.5. What is the refractive index of water? The refractive index of water is approximately 1.33. What is the refractive index of diamond? The refractive index of diamond is around 2.4. Describe what happens when light travels from a high refractive index medium to a low refractive index medium.